I want to go into the mindset portion now because today I want to talk about burnout. Burnout forces you to do some crazy things. Can I get an amen? Anybody? Anyone ever been burnt out or close to burnout? I know I shared about burnout a bunch in my book called True Strength, and how true strength actually it became a blessing because of all my physical ailments several years ago, and how when you're physically hurting and you're in pain, that can lead to some mental anguish and challenge and that. And it doesn't mean you need to sell your business or not. Selling your business could be a great thing, and it could allow you to really do some other things with your life, or it could really stack up for that next step in life. But burnout, like Jeremy talked about, he almost lost his business and his life, and he didn't know what was next. And that's the sad part when you don't know what's next. So I've got a few questions that I like to coach you through here today. And be honest with yourself, be real with yourself, because the purpose of this episode today is for me to coach you to make sure that you don't teeter on the same spots that Jeremy Gritton did. And fortunately, we got him through this time, and he's thriving now. You heard it. He's absolutely doubling month upon month and all that stuff. But do you ever feel any of the following things? You ever feel like no energy? And when I say don't feel energy, I'm talking about consistently. I know there's days when you don't feel your best. I know there's days when the forces are not with you, or you're just not feeling your best. I get that, but consistently no energy, or you're frustrated with your job or a situation at your job that's been lasting weeks or months, heck, sometimes even longer. Or maybe you're frustrated with your finances. Maybe you've been working your tail off and you're not seeing any gain financially, and you're like, man, is it all worth it? Maybe you're just not seeing the progress that you desire, and you're wondering, how can I break through the ceiling? How can I get to the other side? Because I truly believed at this point I'd be doing X amount more on that. Maybe you are stuck, or you're stalled, you're frustrated. Maybe you can't even think clearly because you're so tired, you're so exhausted, or even burnt out that you can't think clearly. Anyone? Has anyone ever felt that way, or you're feeling that way today? I want to make sure here, as you're listening in, that if there's any anxiousness that you're experiencing, any anxiety that you may be experiencing, that we can eradicate that today. If you can just take a deep breath with me, please, right now, as I'm speaking with you right now and speaking life into you right now, please, right now, as you breathe in really deep, knowing and affirming yourself that it's all going to be okay as you go through this journey here. Maybe sometimes you lose a key teammate or an employee or person, and you're ready to throw in the towel. Not today. Not today. Not today's not your day you do that. Has it ever happened to you where you feel like doing that and you're like, no, not today? You hear this just at the right time, and you never even heard of this Impact Show podcast and this Todd Durkin dude before, and you're like, how did I stumble across this? That's because someone forwarded it to me, and I'm burnt out, I'm stalled, I'm stuck, I'm ready to just cash it all in. Or maybe you just need a break, and you've been exhausted because you've been going hard for the last 6 months. We're almost at the half point time of 2025 as you listen into this as it comes out. But wherever you're at, I want to make sure that we don't let burnout burn us to the ground and burn us out. So my friends, today, I have 7 ways to help you overcome burnout so you don't ever face it. You don't get to the point where Jeremy Gritton is and you're one step away. You throw a Hail Mary and you say, I'm going to go to Montana retreat, and we have another one coming up in November 2025 back in Whitefish. It'll be as powerful as ever and then some. And please come. You don't need to be burnt out to come. That's for darn sure. But if you are, you better be there or bring someone that is. So I've got 7 ways, and I'm going to rapid fire them. And then you can write them down in your notes of your phone. You can listen to it again. But number 1, I want to give you permission to give yourself a break. It's June. You've been going hard. Give yourself permission to take a break. I'm not sure why, but even myself in the past have needed permission to take a break. Like you need this badge to take a break. Take a break. I call it mellow yellow time. Now, June, July, August, you want to make sure that you take a break. It doesn't mean that you have to take the foot off the exhaust for, off the pedal for 90 days. No, but give yourself a break. Number 2, eliminate the overwhelm. Eliminate the overwhelm. Have you ever felt overwhelmed? Are you experiencing that now in any way? One of the things that Jeremy talked about, and I've talked about before, and Jeremy was talking about something that Travis Barnes said to him, is that small hinges swing big doors. Have you heard that before? Small hinges swing big doors. What that means is this: you don't have to always be doing big things. Sometimes the mundane is the process of where you need to be right now, and keep showing up and doing the small things. Keep doing the things that sometimes don't even feel like they're moving the needle, but they're moving the needle. Small hinges swing big doors. Consistently over time, months become quarters, quarters become years, years become decades, and decades become lifetimes. Lifetimes become legacies and generations. And today, my call for you here in the summer of 2025 as we get rolling is eliminate the overwhelm. Are there some things you need to eliminate in your life? Are there some things that you need to possibly just reduce in your life? Only you can answer them, but when you think about it and you take some time out and think about the overwhelm, where is the overwhelm coming from? And I give you permission today, please, to eliminate that. None of us want to be overwhelmed. We want to be focused on the things that are going to be most meaningful in our lives, personally and professionally. Number 3, how about considering your own optimization program? Jeremy talked about in today's episode optimization, and I know we're doing that at Impact X Performance in our locations nationwide. We're offering more and more optimization. What does that mean? What does optimization mean? And how do you optimize your cellular level so that we can operate at a higher being and a higher self physically, physiologically, psychologically? How can you optimize your own health? All I can share with you is this: get your blood work. Get your blood work. I just got mine done again 2 weeks ago as I record this, and I just got the results back. And I want to make sure that I stay on top of my own optimization, like I'm imploring each and every one of you is to do this 2 or 3 times a year, not your annual checkup. That's okay, but I'm asking you to be different, to be even better than the majority of the people or the average person out there. Average person don't even do that. But see what your blood work says. Check your biomarkers. I had over 100 biomarkers done on my last check. Why? Because I want to know everything. I want to know every aspect of my health and well-being and not stick my head in the sand and think, man, I hope I'm healthy. I hope I'm good. And I don't know that there's 13 markers that are a certain parameter that I need to supplement in to make sure that I can get up into the green zone so I can reduce that, because the bottom line is this: we don't want any markers that aren't functioning optimally. And we want to see what's good and what's not good. And we want to make sure that we're supplementing based on the actual objective scientific blood work that you can have done in your optimization program. So consider your own optimization program. And whether you do that through us, you do that through your naturopathic doctor, your allopathic doctor, just be quarterbacking your own health on that. And I say optimization because I'm talking on a regular basis. So reach out if you have questions on that. I'd be more than happy to pass on like what I'm doing specifically, what we're doing at IXP, to make sure that you can do everything possible to get your energy where you can replenish on that also. Number 4 is your nighttime routine. Your nighttime routine. Sleep. Can we all get some better sleep, please? Anyone want or need better sleep? 4 or 5 hours a night ain't going to do the trick. So we need to make sure we optimize that. Sleep is going to be a huge aspect of our overall physical recovery. I talk about it a lot in Get Your Mind Right, the book Get Your Mind Right. I talk about it in True Strength on it. And I even talk about it in my latest book, all on coaching greatness, because when we come to the physical aspect of training and the recovery aspect, sleep is really, really important. So dial that nighttime routine in, because nighttime routine will set you up for your sleep. right? That what you do for 2-3 hours is going to help you on that. And the overwhelm, I asked you number 2, to eliminate the overwhelm. The less overwhelmed you are, it's going to help you with your nighttime routine, which in turn is going to help your sleep as well. So number 4, dial in that nighttime routine. Number 5, don't slack on the workouts. Can I get an amen? Anyone right now? Give me a little amen. That's what I'm talking about. Get it in. Get it in. Man, I'm so fired up this week as I record this. I'm getting ready to go to Chicago, Chi-Town, where you at? And listen, like what's important is we're going to be getting some great workouts in. And at the Perform Better shows, we're going to have a couple hundred trainers in these talks in Chicago and Providence, Rhode Island, and Long Beach, California. I'm going to be in Nova Scotia, Canada. We're going to be in Washington, D.C. and Baltimore this summer. Like a lot of different places. And I'm going to implore each and every one of you I have the opportunity to work with is get your workouts in. And if I don't have the opportunity to work with you specifically individually, then please, wherever you are around the country, around this world, we got 35 countries listening in. Please take a snap picture right now. Boop, take a snapshot, a picture of yourself working out. Post it over on the IG, tag me, let me know that you're working out and taking great care of yourself. Because if you're not getting your workouts and you're not getting in, you can't get your mind right. So you got to physically get your body right to get your mind right. You get your mind right to get your body right. And they're going to work hand in hand. Get your body right, get your mind right, get your mind right, get your body right. Don't slack on the workouts. Oh, it's the summer, Todd. It don't matter. This is a time to amp it up. Get your workouts in. Number 6. And this is a shout out to my man, Jeremy Gridden. Be in the room. Be in the room. And don't ever, ever give up. Do not give up. Do not freaking give up. Can you feel me? That's it. I'm imploring you. That's not an option. What's an option is to share it with me or share it with someone else, to share what's going on and say, man, I'm on the brink of disaster. I'm on the brink of going out and I'm completely shot. I got it. I understand. We've all been there, but be in the room. And I don't know if that room is in Perform Better. I don't know if it's at a talk. I don't know if it's at the retreat in Montana in November. I just know this. When you're in the right room with the right people, then the right stuff happens. When you're in the right room with the right people, the right stuff happens. But you got to show up and be in that right room. So right now, if you're like, man, I don't know if I'm I don't know if I got the right people around me. I don't know if I could think that way right now. I'm too shot. I'm too shot to even show up. No, you're not. No, you're not. Show up. Because when you do that and you're in the room, number 6, number 7 happens. Whoo, take a deep breath. And number 7 is, that's when you awaken your dreams. You awaken your dreams. Or shall I say you reawaken your dreams? Because when you're burnt out, it's really hard to dream because you're so in the now, because you're in your head all the time. And you don't even know, like, man, dreams, I'm just trying to survive. And you're just in major survival mode. You're not even in stability mode. You're survival mode, then stability mode, then success mode, and then significance mode. There's 4 different modes, 4 different S's. You got survival, stability, success, and significance. Which mode are you in? And I ask you that, which mode are you in? Because if you're in survival mode, you can certainly not reawaken your dreams when you're trying to survive. You're trying to dodge bullets. You got your eyes moving left and right. You're just trying to get some sleep. You're trying to get through the day, and that's all you do. I want to get to the point where we can reawaken our dreams. When you're in that right room in number 6, number 7, you reawaken your dreams. Well, how do you do that, Todd? Well, that's where you really focus on you and your personal growth. You get reading again. Read a page a day. Maybe 10 pages a day, but you start reading inspirational material, not your IG scroll, not your Facebook feed. I'm talking about inspirational material, things that are going to get in your heart and your soul. It could be faith-based. It could be physically based on your health and your mindset. It could be on financial and something that inspires you to do a great thing because of where you're going. It could be listening to podcasts like this. And maybe you go back through your top 10 all-time favorite TD Impact Show podcast episodes, or you have a couple other of your favorite podcasts that you listen to. Fantastic. Let it come in 2, 3, 4 hours, possibly a day, to get your mind right, to reawaken your dreams. And I can't encourage you enough. Please, between now and the end of the year, just one live event. Just go. I don't know if it's performed better. I don't know if it's the Montana retreat. I'd love for you to be in Montana, Whitefish, Montana, November 13th to the 16th. Be there. Magic will happen, but be there and commit to it. Find a way. Jeremy Gritton shared it, man, and I'm not telling you to do this, but he put everything on a credit card. Like, I got to be there. I'm not saying do that, but do that. Like, find a way to be in the room, whatever room that is for you. Is live events are going to reawaken your soul. They're reawakening your soul. And when your soul is singing, you can dream again. When you dream again, you have these other 6 factors into play, and you're like, you're giving yourself a break. You're eliminating overwhelm. You're focused on what you can do to focus on the right things. And you get your optimization going physiologically so that you're doing all the right things with your nutrition, your supplementation, all those aspects when it comes to your different biohacks that you may be doing. You get your sleep dialed in, and you're working out or you're moving again. Now all of a sudden you're like, I got me back. I got me back. But you can't get you back if you're in survival or stability mode. We got to get you in success and significance mode. And that just might take a month or 2 or 3. But you got to show up, and we got to reawaken those dreams. Recently, my friends, I shared this on a call with my mastermind group. These are the people I coach, not just, once a week here on the podcast. These are folks I'm coaching on a regular basis. And I asked them some questions. I asked them 10 questions specifically. And one of those questions was the starting question of, what's the end game? What's the end game? And I asked that question today to you because if you don't know the end game, then how are you supposed to get there? Right? So knowing that question, in coaching you today, what I'd say is this: what are you going to do in the next 30, 60, or even 90 days for you? If you're listening to this, it's June, July, and August. What are you going to do for you personally this summer, the summer of 2025? And when I say you, it could be your family, your kids, right? I'm really fortunate right now. I got all 3 kids home. I am treasuring the time with my son, Luke and Brady and McKenna, all home right now. But what can you do in the next 30, 60, or 90 days for you and your family? Be a little selfish, or so I say selfless. Like, whatever it is, like, man, I want you to take care of you this summer as well. Number 2, what do you commit to doing? What do you commit to doing? Like, what's the difference, Todd? You said, what can you do in the next 30 days? What can you do? What do you commit to doing? Well, you ever hear the 3 frogs in a log? 3 frogs in a log, one decides he commits that he's going to jump off. Yeah. Well, guess what? He committed to it, but did he do it? We don't know. There's still three frogs on the log. He committed to it, but he didn't do it. What I really want to know in that third one is, what the heck are you going to do? What is the action step today that you're going to do for you personally and professionally? What is it? I want to know it. I really want to know it. I mean, DM me, let me know. Email me, hit me up through my website, the Todd Durkin. Let me know what you're going to do in the next 9 days. And I don't know, you might be like, hey, I'm going to Montana in November. Good, I'll see you there. But guess what? I need something before Montana, because I'd love to see you in Montana, but that's more than 3 months away. That's November of 25. I'm talking this month of June, July, or August. What is the action step you commit to doing? I gave you 7 different things that you could do. Choose one of those 7, or choose something that's going to give you that life to do it. So my 3 coaching questions is, what are you going to do in the next 30, 60, or 90 days for you personally and professionally? 2, what's the commitment you're making? And 3, write down the specific exacting action step that you are going to take, and when are you going to take it? I want to know it, because when I know it and you share it, you're more likely to do it. My friends, I don't want you to suffer those side effects of burnout, because I know what it can do. I know it can cost you a lot. It can cost you a relationship. It can cost you a marriage. It can cost you your own physical health. It can cost you your mindset, your heart set, your soul set, your health set, everything. It can cost you everything, and I don't want that to be you. And I want to thank Jeremy Gritton for sharing from his heart today, because here's a brother who I've known for, again, a decade, as Jeremy shared, and I didn't know. I didn't know when he showed up to my retreat how bad he was. I didn't know that he scrubbed nickels together to figure out a way to get to that place, and somehow it was his last-ditch effort. I call that a God wink. a God wink when God somehow just, you hear the right message at the right time, or you read the right email at the right time, or see the right social media posts at the right time. You're like, man, I'm being nudged. And this nudge is a sign that I need to do this for me, or my business, or my marriage, or my family, whatever it may be. So I want to simply say this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up and listening to today's episode. I value every second that you spend with me, and your words, your time is like oxygen for my soul. The fact that you have invested this much time in listening to today's show, I hope you got a little value. If you can help me by helping others simply by forwarding today's message to someone who you think might find value in the opportunity to double your business, triple your business, is to get even more energy. It doesn't mean you need to be burnt out to receive this message. What it really means is, man, how do I optimize my own health, mindset, fitness, so that I can be my best self and not burn out? Because you don't want to teeter on that brink of burnout. So I say thank you. I say thank you for forwarding this over to someone that you know is going to get great value, just like yourself. I can't wait to see you hopefully this summer at some point around the country, heck, around the world, because I got international travel coming up as well. As always, I commit to you. I don't just commit as a three frog sitting on a log. I will do a podcast every darn week and make sure that you have great motivation and inspiration coming into your inbox, into your ears every single week. So until next time, remember, train hard, eat right, live inspired, and go create impact today. God bless y'all. Peace.